Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Kingsley Peace, and I'd like to welcome you to today's virtual training, AI that works for you, employer and workforce counseling. On behalf of Tiva Creative, I'd like to thank each of you for taking time to join us today, whether you are a business owner, professional, or simply curious about artificial intelligence. We're excited to have you here. We encourage you to participate actively, take notes, and save your question for our Q&A session at the end. Before we begin, here are a few reminders. Please keep your microphone muted unless you are invited to speak. Feel free to engage in the chat throughout the session. Questions can also be dropped in the chat and we'll address them during the Q&A session. If you experience any issue, please let us know in the chat and a member of the team will attend to you. We encourage everyone to stay to the end of the session. Thank you so much. I would like to hand over to our product manager, Opeyemi. She will take us through the rest of the session. Over to you, PM Ope.
Hi everyone, good evening, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, depending on what part of the world you're joining us from. So thank you for being here today. So I'll just be giving us a brief introduction of the training and I'll be giving us the speaker's introduction. So as we know, artificial intelligence is actually changing how we work, how we communicate, how we create and how we solve problems. So, however, the real value of artificial intelligence is not just simply using new tools, is knowing how well to use them effectively. So today's session is actually going to be focused on practical application of AI. And our goal is to help you understand how AI can become a useful partner in your daily work rather than just another trend. Yes, we know everyone is using AI. So we want to teach you how to use it well. And we are sure you will leave with ideas and tools you can begin to use immediately. So for our speaker, it's a pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Theodora. So Theodora is a co-founder and principal consultant at Siva Creative Solutions Limited, which is a business transformation consulting firm. She has trained over 3,000 professionals across Nigeria and Africa on operations, product strategy, and digital transformation. For this second half of 2026 AI program, she designed the SIVA AI Execution Framework, which is a practical system that moves organizations from we know AI exists to here is what AI delivered for us this quarter. So the framework guides team through 4 stages. That's target, where you identify high impact use cases, integrate, where you embed into workflows, validate, where you prove return on investment, and accelerate, where you scale and actually measure. So our sessions are built for busy professionals, no theory heavy lifting, no hype. You work out with decision frameworks, playbooks your team can execute on Monday mornings, and clarity on where artificial intelligence actually moves your business forward. Please join me to welcome Theodora Ishola. We fondly call her Coach DT. Please let's drop our emojis. Just drop your emojis, drop your reaction. Join me in welcoming Coach Theodora as she takes us through today's session. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I did not send them this one, no. But it really just shows that I am building a team and I'm always excited. Thank you, Peace. Thank you, Okpe. Excited to do this. So welcome. We'll get right into it because we want to achieve quite a lot today. I'm going to share my screen and okay. I'm going to share my screen and then pick that up. I think I need to be enabled to share. So that's, I think, please kindly enable me to share my screen. Thank you. Okay. So while
Okay, ma'am.
we're waiting, for that, super. Okay. Thank you for your patience. Welcome to Employee Excellence and Workforce Readiness training. It's a practical AI training to get you to work smarter, stand out, and stay ahead. Now, in this session, I especially want to thank you for taking the time to join us. It means a lot, and I know that it's going to be worth your while. So let's get right into it. I've already been introduced, so we would go here. No, this is not another AI demo or prompt list. I think I've struggled a bit with, doing the whole AI training. And that's because I feel like, oh, everybody is already catching up. People are already using AI. I mean, everywhere you turn, AI. But what I wanted to achieve with our trainings, and we've planned this training to reach 1,000 people. What I want really to achieve with this training is we want you to live with a repeatable, practical system for using AI in your daily work. The one that actually improves your output consistently, not just knowing that there's AI. And this is not new. This also evolved from, having everybody talk about, oh, tech. There was really a time where you turn everywhere and everybody is talking tech. But when it comes to what they actually do with it or what they can do, you start hearing crickets. Get crickets. My daughter used to say that cricket. Okay, so let's get right into it. One of the things I think we already have established, or maybe I should establish it, is that AI is not going to take your job. But the person using AI will, for just the benefit of doubt. I do not also want to achieve that when I say AI, everybody knows what AI is. AI is artificial intelligence. Just the way we have human intelligence, we actually have artificial intelligence. This is, systems, building systems, solutions that mimic the human intelligence. So just imagine, we know that some people, yes, are more intelligent than others, okay? But the AI is not going to take your job, okay? But when you are able to leverage on the people who have gone ahead of you, because AI, the software is being trained. It means that if you leverage on it, you are even getting people who have gone ahead of you teach you. So that's really what it's about. So the next 75 minutes, 60 to 75 minutes, you want to decide which side of that line you are on. If you allow AI to take your job, or you will become someone who will take the job of those not using AI and not using it effectively. We'll cover the AI advantage, why AI fluent professionals get ahead. When you're filling a form and they ask you, what's your English proficiency, or what's the fluency of your, say, I'm fluent, I'm just a, learner and all of that. So we want to, show you the AI advantage. You're going to build your repeatable system, stand out, and get hired. Then we'll have a live practice. This live practice is why I'm here specifically, because any other thing I'm saying, you can go and Google it. Any other thing I'm saying, you can even go and ask ChatGPT to tell you. But when we get to the live practice, you're going to see how it actually works for you. No, now what is really driving what we're doing here is the AI that works for you, not the one that works for every other person, the one that works for you. Okay, so we're going to look at 6 ways to use AI. Okay, writing, planning, research, analysis, communication, decision making. I would like to establish, when people say, oh, AI is just starting, everybody is just, AI just, no, that's not true. Since the 1950s, artificial intelligence has been there. Okay, now the usage, the part where AI involves different aspects. Okay, now the one that we couldn't touch, you and I couldn't use, was the one that required a lot of data. It still exists, but we have organizations, global organizations, big organizations using that. Now, the one you and I are using is called the generative AI. Really, it doesn't require a lot of data. It can give you a response based on what you ask it. Okay. But guess what? There are people training it. And this is the same thing that we see with technology. We have people who are building solutions, and we have people who are using solutions. Sadly, we see many people around this side just okay with using. It's not bad, but I think that we need to get to the point where we are not only using, we are enhancing, we are improving it. So we are not just using hand-me-down solution. We are using solutions that we are part of, that we build, that we are part of building. Okay, so 6 ways we're going to, learn how to use AI in writing to help you write better, in planning, in carrying out research, in analysis, in communication, and of course, decision making. So AI can help you work smarter, can help you work smarter. So you can cut off hours of routine work. Okay, cut off hours of routine work. So imagine a task like, what's it called? Report and proposal. A task like report and proposal. Now, let me give you, because I write proposals. I've been writing proposals since, say, 2010, 2011. I kicked off my career in a consulting firm after NYC, so it really helped me. Now, I'll be writing proposals, and I know how the steps that I used to take then and what I do now. Now, first of all, I will look, okay, so what is the title? What's the proposal we want to write? Who are the people we're writing it to? What's the key things that we're looking at? And I go online, start to learn about the organization that we're writing to, or a similar organization like them, just write down, now start writing. Oh, then of course, what we are offering. If it's a training we're offering, you go and check, okay, the training, what are the objectives of the training? What would they get out of it? You take note of everything. Then you now start typing. You will type, If it's the first time you're writing that kind of proposal, it means you do not have the one to copy and edit. You are typing it from scratch. You're typing. This is without AI. Give that 3 hours. Really. Even reports. Reports usually, okay, when we've done a training or a consulting session, you want to write a report of, the problem, what exactly we came for, what we did, and the results they can now enjoy based on the session, based on the training. You type that. That will take you not less than 3 hours. Remember I said, if it's something you've done before, it means that, you can pitch and edit, but never done it before, you're going to type it. Imagine now with AI. You see where I'm going, Nabi? You see where I'm going? Now it will take you about 30 minutes. Now, this is the part that I still want to make clear. You still get to do the work of doing your checks, the work of being clear on what you're offering. See, I will not take that part out. That's why you still need to have your book and pen. You note down. Don't just go to AI and say, write me a proposal. No. We don't do that here. Okay. But when you've gotten all of the things that can help you bring out, something that is bespoke, that's the word, you can write your proposal or report in as short time as possible. Now, let's talk about meeting notes and actions. You attend a meeting that will last, say, about an hour, okay? And they're talking, now, if you've done small secretary work before, it means that as the meeting is going, you are writing, you go help you. Don't catch what is written. Do not catch it. Then you go and send it. First of all, the person, the managers will not be pleased with you. Also, you will not have the action items that can help everyone know what to do and take the next step. Okay, so one of the things that I say is after a conversation, there's actually the action. There's a task to do. There's an action to do. So if you don't take note of that, you realize that it was just a gathering. A gathering. And we don't do that in the corporate environment. We don't do that in business. We are not just gathering. We are doing something towards a purpose. So imagine a report that would typically take you about 45 minutes. Now takes you 5 minutes. Because first of all, you have your note taker. Okay? Yes, note taker come in different forms. They are the ones that annoy you. You know those ones that just enter any meeting. As long as they are the ones that, help you, clearly outline what is being said. They filter and then they give you the points. And just imagine you get that in 5 minutes just after the meeting. Now let's talk about research briefs. In product management, one key thing that we do when you're working on a new product, not even new, trying to improve a product, is research. You research the industry, you research the users, you research the competitors, you research. So imagine having to do your research manually. Now, let me give you a typical example. If you're even doing schoolwork, maybe you didn't know this and you knew this, okay? This is something, doing schoolwork, you don't even just stick with one resource. Go to Google and say, you write out the topic to say, and you search, it gives you one. You don't work with one, okay? Maybe for every section or for every topic, you need at least 3 to 5 resources. 3 to 5. That is the standard, okay? So don't do one. One will not help because you want to hear people's thoughts on that topic. You want to hear it in such a way that, okay, you can say, okay, this is what this person said. This is what this person said. This is what this person said. Before you now come with your own, what you are saying, okay? So the research, we do research, there's online research, there is, offline research or physical research. Imagine what I just described, okay? Half a day is taking it lightly, that you actually spend half a day without AI. It's taking it lightly, but that's actually the work that is required. AI doesn't take away from the work. It helps you do it smartly and faster. Okay, so know that, by the time you find these resources, you can get it to somewhere else. Please still read it. Still read it. There's something called scamming, there's something called scanning and skimming. Still do that with your resources. But with AI, it helps you to, just bring out what is important that can help you do your own brief quickly. Emails and communication. Emails and communication. I know that we are in WhatsApp nation. See, we are a WhatsApp nation, I tell you. Okay. But you see, emails and communication, let me tell you, I go to my emails and I see the emails that I actually used to exchange with my boss in 2011, 2012. I see those emails. WhatsApp cannot. It's either you have lost your WhatsApp or it has wiped off, except you are that diligent to back up. Except you are that diligent. Okay, I'm really just making a case for emails now so that you can see that don't do without. If you are a working professional, even if you are a student, okay, you are a business owner, don't do without emails. One of the things I say is, yes, have the one-on-one conversation, but follow it up with an email. It will save you. One of the things that I say that you can always gain from working with Tiva Creative is that you never have to start all over again. And I pride Tiva Creative with that, because someone reached out to me and said, we have someone who wants to manage our account. We've been disengaged from them, but they said, we have someone who want to revive what we're doing now. And I go there, carry their file with their login details, with everything, and I move it. They did not call me back to say, we did not see this. And so where is it? No need for that. Because everything, was carefully documented. So emails can help you. Now, but guess what? You don't have to spend 1 hour trying to write an email or trying to come up with a communication. Okay? At least let me substitute what we can use for communication these days with WhatsApp. Okay, so let's just say if we're going to call brands now, we say Gmail and then we say WhatsApp, okay, for emails and communication. Look at that. What would have taken you 1 hour to think, this person, I need to write to this person. AI can help you just work it out in 15 minutes. Okay, so remember what I've talked about here is cutting hours of routine work. It's important to differentiate routine work to creative work. Now, creative work is actually the work that you sit down and you task your brain. Don't let AI become more intelligent than you. I'm begging you. Creative work, okay? Now, when you've done the creative work the first time, okay, and you find the areas, the part of it that can become routine, then AI becomes so effective for you. That's how it works. Okay, now AI can get you sane. What we've talked about so far, the system, okay? Then we've talked about how it can help you work smarter, especially cutting hours of routine work. And then helps you stand out, get seen, get hired, get ahead. So for graduates, NYC members, job seekers, even career starters, and for professionals ready for what's next, this is how AI can help you stand out. A CV that gets interviews. A CV that gets interviews. Now, I always like to put a disclaimer. If you do not have the experience, don't put it there. If you have not done it before, don't put it there. Okay? Now, what AI does, it refines, it optimizes, it helps you. Do you understand? But it doesn't help you. The goal is not for you to use it to lie, because you will get the job. And when you get the job, you will use your hand to fire yourself because you can't do it. Except you learn fast. Except you learn fast, okay? So it can help you, refine your CV. Something that someone looks at and says, okay, this looks like someone who knows what they're doing. Now, AI can help you put together a portfolio that shows value, proof of your skill, not just claims. So if you go and say, I did this, I sat down and said, okay, I had to start. See, I started from 2010. The reason I started from 2010 because that's the valid year that they say, that's the valid year you start to count your working experience in Nigeria. Okay, the one you have done before, it helps you gain the knowledge to do better, but it's not, well, maybe they will change things now, who knows? So 2010 is when I have finished NYC, and then I started working. So I sat down, started writing, okay, 2010, what did I do? 2011, what did I do? Journaling helps you do that for when you need it. Just sitting down to think helps you. So you can now think of all of those things and you see that, I've noted these things. Then you take it to AI. It helps you refine it. It will even ask you questions. One of the things that I use AI for, I say, ask me specific question so that I will give you the answer that you can work. No, don't do it for me. Refine what I give you. It's that important. Now, AI can help you put together an online presence that works. A LinkedIn profile that attracts opportunity. These days, before people will ask for your CV, they would have at least checked you online. They will check you online. I do not have the strength to be online specifically, personally. I don't. But I understand how powerful it can be to help you be visible to the people who actually needs what you're doing. So it is planned. It means that I take the time I put the work in it to show up where it counts. So AI can help you become remote and hybrid readiness. Remote, being able to work from anywhere you are. I am not the typical, remote is not equal to work from home. Remote does not equal work from home. It means work in the place where you can do creative work. I wrote that clearly in my book, Remote Work Starts Here. Now, AI can help you become remote and hybrid readiness, helping you develop the skills that global employers expect. So your work is not just, limited here. It means that anywhere in the world that you find yourself, you are given the same standard. You are doing the same you're given the same kind of output like you were there. Okay? So better thinking, better writing, better decisions. Better thinking, better writing, better decision. AI doesn't replace your judgment. It sharpens it. It doesn't replace you thinking. So the professional who masters this become more valuable. So please, 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 still think, still write, okay? Still know that, okay, this is what I would like to do. Don't just say, what do I do? God. Yeah, you see the difference. Don't say, actually ask what you want to do. What do you want to do? You bring it there. Don't just say, I found this note, or look at this application. What do I do? How do I apply? That way, see when people say AI will make people dumber, I agree. Because if you do not put in the work, if you allow it to replace your own judgment, it means you're not helping you. First of all, you're not helping yourself. Secondly, you're not helping others because you want to be able to bring out something. Oh, I mean, just think about how creative you are, how intelligent you are. Think about, just look at you now from when you started. Primary school, you're always taking first. Secondary school, you stood out. First sitting, all your work result. Then you now reach adulthood, you now say, AI, what should I do? You now say, AI, write me letter. AI, do you understand? No, check it. It should sharpen it. It means you should bring something. Still take the time to write 500 words. Actually, type 500 words. Before everybody started talking AI, we did it. Okay? I'm sure some of you did it. You actually sit down. Oh, where am I even going for? Remember that exam question? They say in 500 words. In 500 words, write so. You now write and now start counting 1, 2, 3. Yes. Still do it. It helps you. It helps everybody, not just you. So that's important. That's how important, let us learning how to use AI efficiently does. Now, life practice, your turn. I want to see if I have some comments in the chat. Okay, someone brought their own note taker to this session. You see, someone brought their note taker to this session. But please note that this session is being recorded. So for everyone who registered, they're going to have it. But this is what I'm going to do. But I think this live session, we should just leave it separately for the in-house. Or what do you think? Should we record the live session, the live practice? I'm waiting for comments. Should we, or should we keep it recording? Or say if you want us to keep the recording going, drop 1 in the chat. If you say, no, let us leave it for ourselves only. Those people that did not come is good for them. Put 2 there. I want to see my 2 people. Okay, everybody say 1. People are nice, so very nice people. I'm sure those who will be catching this recording, they'll be grateful. Okay, OGs. Okay, I see that. I see your 1. Okay, thank you. Okay, Christ faith. I see your 1. Thank you. Okay. Okay, so the ones have it. Let's now have our refined session. So before we kick off, I want to talk about the system that we are practicing. Okay, the system that we're practicing. Now, remember, I've said it within the context of this training, but it's important that you start with a brief. You start with a brief, okay? So please note that down, a brief. Now, your brief tell the AI the task. It tells AI the audience. It gives context and what a good result should look like. So if your brief is weak, your output will be weak. I'm going to say that again. Always start with a brief. Guess what your brief looks like? You tell the AI tool the task. What is the task? You tell the AI to the audience, who are the people. You tell the AI to the context. What is the context? And what a good result looks like. What it should look like, what it should feel like, what the output should look like. If your brief is weak, then your output will be weak. The next thing you need to note is have a draft. Start with a draft. Let AI produce the first version. Don't just run off. Don't just say, it's done, you go with it. No. The first draft is like a raw material. Does it speak the way you want it to speak? Is it coming off as doctored, as it's not sounding like me? That means you need to know how you sound. So don't ever just run off with the first draft. Let the AI produce the first version. Okay? The draft is the raw material. It's not the final product. Now, the third thing is refine it. It means push back, ask questions, let it restructure, let it, adjust the tone. See, one of the things I tell my AI is say, don't remove my Nigerian context out of this thing. I want my Nigerianness. Okay? Yes. So don't just run off with whatever it gives you. This is where, in the refinement, is where your own judgment shows up. This is you actually training AI, not just running off with whatever it gives you. Then the fourth thing is you verify. Verify. Check for every fact. Check for name, number. Make it sound like you. You own what you send. Make it sound like you. I'll tell you something I'm currently working on. I'm working on a book. Now, for this book, I do the, research, note a few things, and then I come to AI to say, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. Okay, these are the people I want, just the things I've listed. And AI comes to me with a few things, which I go back, say, no, we're doing this again. So I give it context. Let me tell you the first thing. The first thing is, it gives me a few names that I should use. I say, no. I need to show my, not just Nigerianness, my Edo-ness inside. So I went to check for names. I said, okay, I selected a few names. I said, these are the names that I want to use. So if you see that book, know that I told you first. Okay. So I have the names. Yeah, it's second names specifically. I put it there. Then we also started looking at some businesses. And I said, okay, no, hold it there. I'm going to go online, search for these kind of businesses. I'm going to call them and ask them some questions. So I'm not in a hurry. You see that? Then I reach out to two friends that are in a specific industry. And I say, how are you currently doing this? And the person saying, this is what we are doing, but why do you ask? And I tell her that I'm working on this. I'm doing a research. Oh, this is what I found. I want to validate. You see that? So I'm not running off with what AI just gave me. So remember, brief, draft, refine, and then verify. So quick. Everything we have said up to now has been me talking. So now it's your time to pick one real task from your week. Something real. Not a practice example, something real. In the next 20 minutes, we're going to finish it, or at least we'll be up to 80% done. Okay, so pick one task. Well, we're going to apply the system together. If there a report you are avoiding, this is the end of the month. If you are working, do this, real reports. Yes, report. This is the time for you to do reports. There are some people here I'm talking to. It's the end of the month, do reports. An email you keep rewriting. A decision you are stuck on. So this is it. Ready? Are we ready to do this? Okay. Let's get on. So we are doing this. All right. So you're going to fill this in. Please, this is the time to open your own AI chat. If you are using ChatGPT, put 0 in the chat. If you are using, should we do 0? Because 2 of them are C. Hey, okay. If you are using ChatGPT, put C1. If you are using Claude, aka Claudilia. If you are using Claude, put C2. If you are using, so launch your AI. Okay, the originator of Claudilia is in the chat. I will not say more. Okay, if you're using ChatGPT, put C1. If you're using Claude, aka Claudilia, put C2. Okay, so we're going to do this now. If you've not set up your AI chats already, sharp, it's easy. Use your existing Gmail. Everybody who has a Gmail, as long as you have a smartphone. Choose one. Choose one. Choose one. Yeah, someone says, what if you use both? Choose one. Choose one. So while we're doing that, there's this client of ours that she'll tell you that, see, I'll first of all go to ChatGPT and I'll tell ChatGPT, this is what I want to do, this is what I'm doing, and all of those stuff. I said, when ChatGPT give me, I'll not take it to Claude, and I ask Claude, if I'm not satisfied with Claude, I'll not take it to Gemini, or I'll not go back to ChatGPT and say, and everybody's just doing copy and paste, while some people are milking AI. All right, so I believe that you have that now. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to write, please note the task you want to do, okay? I need help with, please type the task there. That's what do you need help with? I need help with, okay? Now, you're going to now write, it's for, remember, what do you need help with? Who is it for? Who will read it? Okay? TIVA team members, you know what to do. Do your report now. Okay. I need help with what's the task? It's for, okay, then the context they need. Write 2 to 3 facts about the situation. Let me do this. I'm going to type it. I'm going to open a document now. I'll open a document now for us to do this. I think because I want it to be bold, let me just stick with the PowerPoint. I want it to be bold, so I'll just stick with this. Okay. Okay. I need help with, so write what you need help with. It's for, okay. I need help with sharing outputs for what's an AI for productivity training looks like. Okay. So it's for, or let me put sharing outcomes. It's for, say, professionals in let's just say Nigeria. Okay, the next thing we're saying is, so context, what are the contexts they need? Context they need. I'm doing my own, so please everybody do your own. The context they need Context in need, okay. AI won't take your job, but someone using AI will. I'm going to do about three contexts. Two, AI learning is beyond personal, let me just say, personal use. It should translate to organization value. Okay. Three, AI requires clear instructions and inputs. So let me make this a little bigger so it's easy to see. Okay. So that's the context. And then what's a good result looks like? I'm trying to get this into one page. What's a good result look like? What a good result looks like? A one pager. I want a one pager. I don't want it to be too long. Should be clear and actionable. Should be clear and actionable. So the next is what it must not do. Include that. It should not sound doctored. Let me just put it like that. Please, I want to be sure that you get the idea of what we are doing. I'm going to make this smaller again so that it can fit into this page. Okay, so this is it. And we're going to take this now to chats, to ChatGPT. All right, it knows me. Say, hey, Theodora, ready to dive in, but I want to switch this account, sorry. I want to switch this account, something more. Okay. Okay. So I don't know if there's anyone who who wants to share what they are doing, but what we have here is at least this is supposed to be in 5 points. Okay, the quality of what AI will give you this is actually where we create it. This is a brief. Okay. This is a brief. So do we have any volunteers? Yeah, let me see the chats. Okay. Okay, so I have here the first thing here is what I need help with. I need help with, this is what I need help with. Then who is it for? Who is it for? I put it there. It's for professionals. Then the context they need. What's the context of, then what will a good result look like? I want it to be clear and actionable. I don't want it very long. Then what it must do, or what it must do. It must not, I don't want it to sound doctored. I don't want it to be too broad. I don't want it to sound, I want it to sound very Nigerian. You will see AI now. Okay, so we're going to copy this and put it in AI. So do we have a volunteer who wants to share their own? A volunteer who wants to share their own prompts? Let's put it. I'm going to copy my own and put it, but I also want a volunteer. Is everyone doing this, or you're just watching? And okay, so here's what it says. It says, for a Nigerian professional audience, the biggest mistake is making it sound like Silicon Valley AI course. People are tired of hearing transformative AI and the future of work. They want to know, how will this help me to do my work better on Monday? Okay, so here's what success looks like. AI won't take your job. Someone using AI might. So this is a AI for productivity training. The goal of this training isn't to make everyone an AI expert. It's to help professionals work smarter, make better decisions faster, and create measurable value for their teams and organizations. So by the end of this training, you can use AI confidently for everyday work. You can give AI clear instructions that produce useful results, and then you can turn AI into a productivity partner, not just a smart chat box. Then you can deliver value beyond personal productivity. So instead of saying, I use AI, you can now say, my team works better because we use AI. Then you use AI responsibly at work. Okay, use it responsibly, and then you build a practical AI workflow. So the results we want after this training, participants should be able to do this. Now, if this is not what I am looking for, I'm going again. In fact, like this, I'm going again. Just that I don't want to spend all of that time doing this here. With what I'll say here, it's not giving what I want it to give. Okay, so I think I have a question. No, don't use my prompts. You can create your own, tailored to what you want to create. Please create your own using the guide. Remember, the guide says that you need to have a brief. You need to have your brief, then you need to have a draft. Okay, so this is a brief. What you have here is a brief. This is a draft. So based on this draft, I'm going to push back. I'm going to, restructure, adjust the tone. Then it gives me something I have to verify. Okay? So that's actually how we are using AI. So also, oh, yes, thank you. So deliver value beyond personal productivity is a good one. I totally agree. Yes. A brief, draft, refine, then verify. Brief, draft, refine, verify. Okay. So we have a prompt in the chat. I'm going to copy it. I'll copy this. I'll copy this and put it so that everybody sees. Oh, it's not allowing me to copy. Why? Yes. Let me try it. So I'll open a new chat to see. No. I don't know why it's not allowing me copy. This is why I'm doing things now. Zoom not allowing me copy. You know what? Just chill. I'm gonna take a screenshot. Hold it there. I will take a screenshot. Okay. Just watch. Okay, so here's the screenshots. I just pasted it this directly. And I'm going to say, I just enter because it will read it. Oh, you see this? It says the text in the image is already strong, but it can be tightened to read even more naturally and like something written by a person rather than a specification. Okay? So please follow the writing should feel natural, not so as formal. I don't know. I don't think thank you, sweetie. I don't think that I should be doing this, or I don't know, say a one-page document that is clear, concise, and easy to act on. You should communicate the key message, recommendation, and next step without unnecessary. The writing should feel natural. Okay, so your prompt is not, I don't know if you meant this as a prompt, but I don't think it's giving us what we want it to do. But I think I have another comment in the chat. I'm going to take that. Zoom is doing things, so Zoom doesn't want me to copy. So I have to screenshot. See, one more screenshot like this. Zoom, this ChatGPT will ask me to pay. I don't use this account. It's a note. I don't use this account regularly though. So let's see what we have here. Okay. So one of the things you can say, I need help writing a short, encouraging message for okay, more like for singles, whether they are waiting for a relationship or already in one. So the context they need. First of all, it helped to maybe flesh out this. Prepare yourself for love before you pray or hope for, and then what a good result look like. If you notice what ChatGPT has done here, it's refined your context. It can do that. So if you're still practicing, you can write your context in such a way that, even if it's not clear, you ask it to refine this prompts before you use it. It can help you do that. Okay? So it says now that this version gives ChatGPT enough direction to produce something that feels human and culturally relevant rather than generic. You see how this is going? You see how it's going? Okay. So we've run a brief to just see, should we copy this prompt and share now? Okay, so let's copy these prompts and see the outputs now. Okay, so it's giving you a draft. It has given you a draft. Now, if you feel like your context works the way it works, you can tell AI not to fix it. Just work with my drafts. Okay, I don't want it to feel, overly perfect, so that people who read me can relate, can see that, oh, they can grow with me, because everything now seems to sound polished. So this is your response this is your draft. This is your draft that you want to refine. Does it actually give you what you were looking for? You need to know what your outcome should look like. You need to know, okay, if someone comes to you with something, you need to have it in your mind that, oh, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I would like. Because if you don't have it, you'll take whatever is given to you. And we don't want that. We don't want that at all. Okay. So we can do another we can refine this. So let me see. I'm going to send this to I'm going I'm going to send this to the participant that shared it. Yeah, no one's smiling because I've seen her in my WhatsApp. I've sent it to her so she can refine her drafts. Okay, she can refine her draft and see if you want us to put it back there. So remember, you brief, draft, refine, and then verify. Brief, draft. Okay, so let's go back to my. Can you mute your mic?
Not this any work kind of person.
He needs bread. That's
Can
why
you help me with mic? Doctor,
I'm surprised you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining. So this is, I'm going back to mine. Let me just refresh this so that I can see it by the side. Okay. Okay. So it says, so this is my draft, AI for productivity, what success looks like, and all of that. Okay. Okay, so what I want is asking me, I can make it an opening hook and end with another. Okay, so I want this refined as a, please, if the person continues to unmute their mics, and we may need to remove them from the call. Can you mute the mic, please? Thank you.
Messenger. No, I see or
Please
no?
take
Man,
action.
stand there and no 15 I see or no? Ah, sit down. Now 15 I see or no? Ah, that put it down one deliver, but man, that's strong miss. Where did he go?
Please kindly remove this person from the call. Thank you. Okay, I'm sure Praise will be laughing right now. Let me see. I'm not praised, you'll be laughing. Okay, let's continue. Yes. So we are refining this draft. What I really want is I want this more as a what I want you to take this with you when you're going. Okay, that's what I want. So I go back to my, you see that this actually it takes time. It's not something that you just rush. Okay, please let's not do that. Now, I know that I said I need help sharing outcomes for what an AI for productivity training looks like. Okay, so yes, what it gave me. So it's telling you that this is what a training for AI for productivity training looks like. Okay, now it will help you. These are the things that the training will cover. Okay, so what I want, and these are the results of what the person should expect after the training. So just in case this is something that you are interested in, it means that you need to get on a training, an AI for productivity training. All right. So what I want is, okay, now cut back a little bit. Just to push back a little bit. I want to push back a little bit. Now, in addition to the participants learning about this training, I want them to become, also, I want them to also promote this training. Okay. So participants. So participant and learn, they want to promote the training with clear, let's say with clear, maybe with clear quotes or statements or captions they can use on their WhatsApp status. So you see that? Okay. So it has listed 6 points. It's also telling you the results. More like telling you this is a course about learning AI for the sake of AI. It's about helping professionals. Now, it also asks me to say, I'll make it into an opening hook and end with another line that feels very Nigerian. Okay, the organization that will win won't necessarily have the most AI tools. They'll have people who know how to use them well. Now, that feels authentic, practical, and all of that. It's already giving me ideas that, oh, okay, if you want, this is how. So I'm going to tell it to, okay, use the opening hook as suggested. Okay. In addition, password, okay. Share this as a Word document. Anyway, if we go back to, okay, so let's go back to our just a minute. Okay. Okay, remember we want to also, we want to get to that point where we verify. So I really want to take this step by step. I don't want to try to jump it. Yeah. So before it even shares as a document. So I would say it should include facts and say statistics. Okay. So let's see what it gives us. So now it's saying that AI pursuit training, building professional, strengthening organization. The organization that will win won't necessarily have the most AI tools. They have the people who know how to use them well. Okay? Then it gives a bit of introduction, what you will learn, it states it, and then why this training matters. It gives us some statistics. Say studies by the World Economic Forum projects that AI automation will significantly reshape millions of jobs over the coming years. You see that it's given us some very strong points that this is not just somebody trying to sell markets. You see that? It's not somebody just trying to sell markets. And yes, and remember the part where I asked it to say, you can, the part where you add on your WhatsApp status. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to be doing this. So this version keeps the tone practical and relatable while grounding the message in credible global research. It also gives participants ready to use WhatsApp caption that sound natural rather than promotional. Okay. Now, if this is being used as a flyer or event brief, I can also make it more conversational with Nigerian workplace expressions that resonates with bankers, consultants. It can keep going on and on. It can keep going on and on. But remember, what we want to do is we write the brief, the draft, we look at the draft and, see what we want to add, and then we refine it. In refining, we, just cut out. So I can tell it to cut out. I've cut out a section. I can tell it to cut out a section or add something, and then we verify. In verifying, we want to make it in such a way that it shows, that, oh, I can, you can say that this actually came from Theodora, okay? Or this actually came from Tiva Creative. Please, can anyone confirm that they can hear me?
Yes, coach, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, and you'll be hearing me clearly throughout.
Yes, yes.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Awesome. Okay, okay. Now, so this, once, let me see. Let me see. This looks clean for me, really, but for the sake of this our session, I want it to okay, this is something I want it to maybe just to sound more like me. So let me just give it one last rewrite. I want it to rewrite this and includes more Nigerianness. Now you need to know how you sound. Okay. No big words, no big words, no claims. Just simply making it, designing a training that truly adds value to businesses and organizations in Nigeria. Okay, so remember, so let's see this version. Okay, so simplify it even further for a Nigerian audience. People connect more with plain language than polished corporate language. The goal is to make someone think, this is exactly what I need for my office. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, you see that? You see that? Yes. Okay. So if you know someone who is serious about growing in their career, invite them to join you. So these are WhatsApp status you can put. AI is becoming part of the workplace. I'm learning how to use it for my job. Join me. Okay. So this is where I'm going to either turn it into a document, or just simply copy and share it with you. And I'm going to turn it into a Word document. Okay. Yes, so I'll just tell you to turn this into a Word document so I can share. Yeah. Okay. So this is the document already here. It's even asking me to go further, but it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I've already downloaded it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload it into Google Drive right away and share the link. Oh no, I'll share it in the email. Everybody will get it in their email. Yes. Everyone will get it in their email. Okay. So this has been an amazing session. This has been an amazing session. And I think in addition to this, we're going to also give you a template that you can use. If you register for this training, you'll get a series of emails that you can follow to just improve your AI skill. So don't fall for the trap of, I can just use AI without learning it. Even I am still, developing myself, learning the best use of it. It shouldn't, just like every other tool, it shouldn't become something that you know that it exists and don't know how to use it well. Okay, so with that, we come to the end of our session. So thank you so much. I think I'm going to move to the team members now so they can take questions. We can round up. Thank you so much.
I'm super excited. Thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, drop your emojis, drop your reactions if you learned one or two this afternoon. For me, I learned a lot actually. Thank you so much, Coach TD, for that insightful and practical session. So we'll now move into our question and answer session. If you have a question, please type it in the chat or use the raise hand feature and I'll call you in turn. So we'll do our best to answer as many questions as time permits. We didn't plan to keep you waiting, so we don't want to keep you here for so long, so you can go and do other things. So questions, questions, questions. Thank you. So my eyes in the chat, so I can read your questions and Coach Tilly can answer your questions. You can just raise your hand if you like to speak, and you'll be allowed to speak so you can ask your questions. Thank you. Thank you, Ojis. You learned how to use the right prompt to get the right result. So let's drop drop something that you learned in this session. Just drop something in the chat box. I'm not saying our reactions, though. Is it that we understand everything? No questions. Drop what you learned in the chat. So Coach T, we know that, okay, we actually learned something this afternoon, and it was actually value for our time. You got the value for your time. Oh, sorry. Please, what app was used? ChatGPT. Emmanuel is starting to gain some experience on how to use AI to achieve goals. Yes, that's the plan. To be able to achieve our goals with artificial intelligence. So Fumilola learned how to properly refine questions in order to reduce time wasted. Yes, that's the goal. And I'm excited you actually got value for your time and you actually learned something new. Okay, Abimbola Lawi has a question here, ma. She says, how is it possible that two different people using the same brief or prompt get different responses? Does it mean that same prompt can give me a different response depending on the time of the day? Coach CD, there's a question that I would like you to answer, ma. Thank you, and over.
Okay, thank you for the question. So when you create your account, if you're using a clean account for the first time, I think that it may just use maybe your location and just very little information. But once you already started using your 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 tool, that's the AI tool, it will likely give you two different responses. That's because it learns by what you are doing. So if I've been typing in a certain way, in fact, there is a setting. I think maybe that would make up another of our training. There's a setting that you need to put together. Okay, so AI knows how to sound like you. AI knows your tone, what you want your output to be like. Okay, so that setting is already there. If you already have it, it means that my results at this point will be different from your result, even if we use the same prompts. So that's really how AI works.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So let's have our questions come in. We don't want to keep you for too long, so you can go and get other things done. And you go and think about this session, try to practice. Remember, practice makes perfect. So the more you practice, the more it gets in, the more you get used to it. So do we have more questions? Or I should say we are all clear. We don't have more questions. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining this afternoon. You can check up our social media platforms at Tiva Creative to learn more about what we do. If you have questions on any of our services, you can always reach out to our social media platforms, and I'll be glad and happy to help you. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining in. We'll keep in touch via email. Looking forward to seeing you in our next session. Have a great weekend and a wonderful week ahead. Thank you. Bye.